guy's just plain stupid.
He's a hero construction worker.
Yeah, well, the news, he's the Harlem hero. No, he's a lunatic. That's what he is.
Hero construction worker.
The only son, Wesley Autry, risked his life to save a stranger.
I'm Wesley Autry. I've saved a man. I'm Wesley Autry. It's my wife, Christina Autry. I'm just an American man. My daughter, Dana. Wesley Autry.
The guy thinks he's a superhero.
I'll save you.
And after the story, we got to get into the fact that maybe the guy is watching too many action movies because this is not right.
Stranger today, hours later, with a fresh set of clothes and a mission to make sure that stranger was okay, he spoke to the CW11.
I see someone in need of help, I'm going to go to that person rescue.
Just before 1 p.m., that stranger, 18-year-old film student Cameron Hollowpeter, was waiting for the number 1 train at the 137th Street and Broadway station. Autry says as he went through the turnstile with his 2 young daughters, he noticed the first sign of trouble.
We saw a guy drop. He went into a seizure, started kicking his hands, and his feet was kicking.
Autry says the stranger then got up, but stumbled and landed on the tracks. So Autry jumped down after him.
Oh, are you nuts? We all like to think that we would help someone out in a situation like that.
Nah.
We're watching the guy.
And what time of day was it? Because I tell you what, if I saw him fall, I'd have did that look to the left and look to the right for the other hero.
I know there's a hero around here somewhere.
Gotta be.
All right, everybody, we can do this. And then just back up.
Yeah.
Watch this flailing idiot get hit by a truck.
You're standing there like, oh, great, I'm the only one on the freaking platform here.
As the train's going, I'm looking at him like when Alan Rickman fell out of the building in Die Hard, where it just follow him all the way down.
Gotta be a hero around here somewhere. No one to my left. No one to my right.
I think the train's coming.
I think I can live with myself.
I'd have tossed him a spoon.
Yeah.
Told him to put it in his mouth and good
Don't
luck.
swallow your tongue while you're down there.
I would have tossed him my cell phone to maybe, call his loved one real fast.
Yeah. I got too much selfishness. I would have been thinking of too many things about me, like, wait a minute, rats, third rail,
You ever look how far down that is, too? You gotta think, am I gonna be able to lift myself back up?
Not me.
If I go down there?
I know my upper body strength ain't happening. It ain't.
Well, no, you got to make that assessment before you do it.
Well, here's how it went down. Autry explains how he jumped onto the subway.
I jumped.
This is nuts.
The guy was back down in the gutter. I grabbed both his hands. As I grabbed both his hands, I looked up. I see 2 lights. A train is approaching us.
In moments, Autry knew both of them could die.
My next decision, do I struggle there with him and possibly we both end up getting hit, or do I dive on top of him? So I went for the dive.
Autry shielded the young stranger with his own body in between the tracks. The train rolled over them. Autry walked away without a scratch, and Cameron Hollowpeter was taken to St. Luke's Hospital in stable condition.
I guarantee he has a surfboard that he painted silver, that he pretends that he's the Silver Surfer. He has green paint and pretends he's the Hulk. That day, he had his Superman delusion going.
He was a hero.
That guy, he has delusions about this is why he acted so fast. And he in his description of
finally happened
the 2 lights, he imagined it. And let me tell you, in my delusion of imagining things like that, here's what I imagine. It's, again, selfishness. I imagine I saved a guy and he doesn't give me the proper thank you. Like that, like I save him and he just wipes himself off and taps me on the shoulder and goes, good looking out.
Thanks,
and walks away. And I go,
I'm off to work.
I saved your life. And this dude has delusions of catching somebody. I bet you he thinks if a plane crashes, he could just walk right out of it right before it hits the ground. Like
step out the door, crash around him, and then he'll start helping people. He probably has a scenario for everything. Yeah. Like, let's say you take the subway every day. This guy, does he? Probably does, right? He's a working Joe. So he probably has thought, what would happen? What would I do? And then he sees that and goes, all right, I'll let me act.
He stabs people so he can stitch them up.
He's one of those guys, yeah.
I don't understand how you obviously, I guess he had no other choice, but to lay on the tracks of a subway. You don't know how low any of that gadgetry under there is.
Look, and all right, if you're going to jump and try to save the guy, wouldn't you put the guy on top of you?
Right.
Wouldn't you think in your mind, well, I've done enough. If one of us is going to die, at least,
I don't know if there's two people's clearance under there.
So
I know there's probably one person clearance.
There may be two, but I'm not taking the chance,
So the train went over them.
Over both of them.
Yeah.
No, like, hooks down there.
And Hero Guy was on top.
So under that theory, why not just let him lay there? That would have just been the same rescue.
I think he was trying to get up again or something, so he jumped down. This is what he said. He jumped down, and he said the guy's arms were moving, so instead of struggling with him, he just laid on top of him.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to pull him off the track.
Yeah.
He laid on.
Exactly.
I laid on top of him and let the train go over. But how do you know there's two people clearance?
Cuckoo. That dude's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But the news are saying he's a hero.
He's a hero.
Well, here's more audio.
That wasn't heroic.
It was silly.
Silly?
Heroic is lift him up, toss him up,
Yeah.
and then
jump out of the way last minute.
Right.